Welcome to TalkFluent English, the place where English becomes real, natural, and useful.
Hello, and welcome back to Talk Fluent English. I'm Nora, and I'm here with Kamal. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this podcast if you really want to speak English naturally.
Yes, welcome everyone. And today we're talking about something very close to daily life, something we all do, think about, complain about, and sometimes enjoy: cooking.
Cooking is funny because people have very strong feelings about it. Some people love it, some people hate it, and some people only cook because they have to.
That's true. And when people talk about cooking, they don't use difficult English. They use simple words, but they speak a lot.
Exactly, and that's why this topic is perfect for English learners. You already know the words, you just need confidence to use them.
Let me ask you something honestly, Nora. When you cook, do you cook because you enjoy it or because you need to eat?
Most of the time, I cook because I need to eat. But sometimes, when I'm relaxed, cooking feels enjoyable.
That's a very natural answer, and learners can say the same thing without fear.
Yes, you can say, I cook because I have to, and that's okay. English doesn't need to sound beautiful all the time, it needs to sound real.
When I was younger, I thought cooking was something complicated, but now I realize most cooking is just simple actions repeated every day.
That's such an important point. Cooking is not about big recipes, it's about small daily habits.
For example, cutting vegetables, boiling water, frying eggs. These are actions people talk about all the time.
And you hear questions like, what are you cooking today? That question alone can start a long conversation.
Yes, because the answer is never just one word. You might say, I'm cooking pasta because I don't have much time.
Or I'm cooking rice and chicken because my family likes it. And suddenly you're already practicing English.
Cooking also connects to time management. People always talk about time when they talk about food.
That's true. I don't have time to cook today is one of the most common sentences in English.
And nobody judges you for saying that. It's normal life,
Sometimes cooking feels peaceful, sometimes it feels stressful.
especially when you're hungry and tired. Then cooking feels like a problem, not a solution.
Yes, and then people say things like, I'm too tired to cook today. That sentence is perfect everyday English.
Another thing people talk about a lot is mistakes in cooking: burnt food, forgotten ingredients, bad taste.
And mistakes are great for conversation because they create stories.
I remember one time I was cooking rice. I forgot to add enough water.
That already sounds like trouble. What happened next?
The rice burnt at the bottom. The smell filled the kitchen.
And that smell stays forever. Burnt food has a very strong memory.
Exactly. And when someone asks what happened, you start explaining. And that's real speaking practice.
You say, I wasn't paying attention, or I was distracted. And those sentences are not from textbooks. They come from real life.
Cooking also changes when you cook for yourself versus for others. That difference is very interesting.
Yes, when I cook for myself, I don't care much. But when I cook for guests, I feel pressure.
That pressure makes people talk more. They explain, they apologize, they joke.
Like saying, I hope you like it before anyone eats. That sentence is very common.
Or, sorry, it's not perfect, even if the food is actually good.
Cooking is also connected to culture. People talk about food from their country all the time.
Yes, food is identity. And when learners talk about food, they sound confident.
You can say, in my country, we eat this a lot. That sentence opens many conversations.
And then people ask questions. What does it taste like? How do you cook it? And suddenly, English becomes communication, not study. That's the goal.
Cooking teaches patience, and learning English needs the same thing.
You don't become a great cook in one day, and you don't become fluent in one day either.
You improve little by little, one meal, one conversation at a time.
And the best part is you can practice English while cooking, talking to yourself, thinking in English.
Yes, you can say, "Now I'm cutting onions. I'm waiting for the water to boil."
That kind of practice feels natural, no pressure, no fear.
And that's exactly why we chose this topic today, because English should fit into your life.
Not
Something
the other way
else about
around.
cooking that
English
people
should
talk
feel
about a lot
useful,
is
not
learning
heavy.
by watching. Many people don't learn cooking from books, but from parents, friends, or videos.
That's very true. I learned most of my cooking just by standing in the kitchen and watching.
And that's a very common sentence learners can use. I learned by watching.
Yes, simple past, very natural, no complicated grammar needed.
Cooking vocabulary grows naturally because you repeat it every day. Words like mix, stir, add, taste, wait.
And people use them without thinking. I'll add a little more salt, or let me taste this.
I like how cooking teaches people to describe things. Taste, texture, smell. These words come alive.
Exactly. You say things like, it's too salty, or it tastes a bit sweet.
And you don't need perfect grammar to be understood. You just need to try.
Cooking also creates conversation while it's happening. People talk while they cook.
Yes, like saying, "Can you help me for a second?" Or, "Can you pass me that knife?"
Those are real-life requests. Polite, simple, useful English.
And when something goes wrong, people react immediately. "Oh no, that's not good. I think I burned it."
Reactions are important in English. They make you sound human, not robotic.
Cooking with other people also teaches teamwork language. "Let's do this together," or "You can handle that."
Yes, cooking together forces communication. Silence doesn't work in a kitchen.
Another thing people love to talk about is favorite food. That question never gets old.
What's your favorite dish? You can ask that to anyone.
And the answer usually comes with a story, not just a name.
People say, my favorite food reminds me of home. That sentence connects food and emotions.
Food memories are powerful. They bring back childhood, family, moments.
And when learners talk about memories, they speak more naturally. They forget they're practicing English.
Cooking is also connected to routine. What people cook on weekdays versus weekends.
Yes, weekdays are usually quick meals. Weekends are slower, more relaxed.
That's why people say, "I don't cook much during the week." Very natural sentence.
And on weekends, they say, I like to try new recipes. Future intention without stress.
Cooking failures are another big topic. People laugh about them.
Yes, nobody is perfect in the kitchen. Everyone has a disaster story.
Talking about failure helps learners relax because mistakes are normal.
Just like mistakes in English, they don't mean failure.
Sometimes people talk about healthy cooking, using less oil, less sugar.
That topic brings opinion language. I try to eat healthier, or I'm trying to change my habits.
Trying is a powerful word. It shows effort, not perfection.
Cooking also changes with mood. What you cook depends on how you feel.
Yes, comfort food is a real thing. People cook it when they feel tired or sad.
And they say, this makes me feel better. Very emotional, very real.
Cooking late at night feels different too. Quiet kitchen, slow movements.
That's when people think more. Cooking becomes almost like meditation.
And learners can talk about that feeling. I like cooking when it's quiet.
That sentence sounds natural and confident. No advanced vocabulary needed.
Cooking teaches planning. You think ahead.
What do we have? What do we need? Those questions appear every day.
And when you forget something, you adapt. That's life.
Just like English conversations, you don't plan every word.
You respond, adjust, continue. Cooking and speaking are very similar.
That's why cooking is such a powerful topic. It mirrors real communication.
And the best part is everyone can relate. Everyone eats.
Exactly. Food connects people across cultures and languages.
Something people often don't realize is how cooking changes when you live alone. The way you talk about food becomes very different.
Yes, when you live alone, cooking feels quieter. You cook smaller portions and talk less, but you think more.
That's why people say, I don't feel motivated to cook just for myself. That sentence sounds honest and very human.
And honesty makes English sound natural. You don't need fancy words to be real.
Cooking alone also leads to shortcuts. Simple meals, quick decisions.
Like saying, I'll just make something fast. That's everyday English.
But when people cook for family, everything changes. More care, more time, more conversation.
Yes, cooking becomes a shared activity. People ask questions and give opinions.
Is this enough? Should I add more salt?
Those small questions keep the conversation alive, and learners can practice them easily.
Cooking also brings up preferences, what people like and don't like.
I don't like spicy food. I prefer something light.
Preferences are powerful in conversation. They help you express yourself.
And they invite responses. Oh, really? Why is that?
That's how real conversations grow. One simple sentence leads to another.
Cooking also teaches timing, knowing when something is ready.
People say, it needs a few more minutes, or it's almost done.
Those phrases are very common. You hear them everywhere.
Cooking mistakes also teach problem-solving language. People react quickly.
This is too salty. Maybe I can fix it.
And fixing something gives confidence in cooking and in English.
Another thing people talk about is learning new recipes, trying something for the first time.
That often comes with uncertainty. I'm not sure how this will turn out.
That sentence is great for learners. It shows doubt in a natural way.
Cooking also brings people together at the table. That moment after cooking matters.
Yes, sitting down and eating changes the mood. Conversation becomes slower and warmer.
People reflect while eating. They comment on taste and effort.
This is really good. You did a great job.
Compliments are important. They make conversations positive.
And they don't need complicated grammar, just sincerity.
Cooking also changes with seasons. What people cook depends on weather.
In cold weather, people want warm meals. In hot weather, lighter food.
That's an easy way to start conversation. What do you like to cook in winter?
Seasonal talk feels natural. Everyone relates.
Cooking routines also reflect lifestyle. Busy people cook differently.
Yes, people say, I cook in batches, or I prepare meals in advance.
That shows planning language, useful for daily life.
Cooking can also be creative, changing recipes, experimenting.
People often say, I like to experiment in the kitchen. That sentence sounds confident.
Even if the experiment fails, that's part of the story.
Cooking stories don't need success. They need experience.
And experience is what builds fluency, not perfection.
That's why this topic works so well. It's about living, not performing.
English becomes a tool, not a test, just like cooking.
You cook, you taste, you adjust. You speak, you listen, you improve.
Step by step, every day.
One thing people don't talk about enough is how cooking reflects emotions. Your mood often decides what you cook.
Yes, when people feel tired, they cook something easy. When they feel happy, they cook something special.
That's why people say, I didn't feel like cooking today. It's a simple sentence, but very honest.
And everyone understands it, because everyone feels that way sometimes.
Cooking can also be comforting, especially food connected to memories.
People say, this reminds me of home, or my mother used to make this.
Those sentences connect food and feelings. They also invite deeper conversation.
Yes, because the other person often asks, oh really? Tell me more.
That's storytelling through food, and it happens naturally.
Cooking also teaches patience. Some meals take time.
People learn to say, good things take time. That phrase works in life too.
Waiting for food teaches calm language. It's worth the wait.
Cooking together also shows teamwork. People share tasks.
Can you chop the vegetables? I'll handle the sauce.
Simple requests like these are very useful. They sound polite and natural.
And they create interaction. No one feels silent.
Sometimes cooking leads to disagreement. Different opinions appear.
This needs more spice. No, it's fine like this.
Disagreement in cooking is safe. It teaches respectful language.
People learn to say, I see your point, or let's find a balance.
That's great communication practice, useful beyond the kitchen.
Cooking also builds confidence over time. Small successes matter.
People say, I'm getting better at this. That sentence shows growth.
Confidence comes from repetition. Cooking and speaking are similar.
Mistakes still happen, of course. Burnt food, wrong timing.
And people laugh about it. Well, that didn't go as planned.
Laughing reduces pressure. It makes learning enjoyable.
Cooking also connects cultures. Every dish has a story.
People ask, where is this recipe from? Or, is this a traditional dish?
Those questions open cultural conversations, very valuable for learners.
Sharing food often leads to sharing language. People explain ingredients and methods.
This is made with fresh herbs. I cook it slowly.
Clear explanations build clarity and confidence.
Cooking at home also changes eating habits. People become more aware.
They say, I try to eat healthier now, or I cook more than I eat out.
Those sentences show lifestyle choices, common in daily conversation.
Cooking can even change relationships. People bond in the kitchen.
Cooking together creates shared memories, moments people remember.
That's why cooking is never just food, it's connection.
And English is part of that connection. It helps us share the experience.
When learners talk about cooking, they talk about real life.
And real life is the best classroom. Always.
So, if you're learning English, talk about what you cook.
Talk about mistakes, successes, habits. All of it matters.
Because fluency grows through daily topics, not perfect sentences.
Cooking teaches patience, creativity, and communication, just like learning a language.
So, if you enjoyed this conversation, please don't forget to like the video. It helps our channel grow and reach more English learners.
And remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We share real, useful English conversations every time.
Bye!